Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. I've got something really cool for you today. Today we have the Casio G-Shock 200-meter Quartz Macy's exclusive gift set, and this is model number GA100L-2A BUD. And as usual, we'll open it up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then give you my overall impressions of this really interesting gift set from Casio and Macy's. And first, I'd also like to invite you to become a patron of mine on Patreon. This will allow me to bring a new watch review at least a couple times a week. At least that's my goal. Make sure you check out my Patreon link in the description field when you get a chance. My only commitment level is $3 a month, which you can always give more or less, 3, 5, 10, 20. Whatever you can spare a month would be greatly, greatly appreciated. All right, here you go. This is the special edition, actually kind of like exclusive gift set box that you can only get at Macy's. And it's really interesting. Casio and Macy's have kind of teamed up, and they have a few of these, and I'll mention the other ones here later in the review. But this is the one with the earbuds, okay? So let's take a look at this thing. Let's open it up. All right, there you go. So you get the watch. Now the watch itself is model number GA100L-2A, but because it's got the earbuds with it, that's where the BUD comes in at the end. So there you go. Now with this, I actually took this stuff out, but let me tell you what else you get with the watch. You get quite a few things here. All right, of course you get your manual right there. And this is model number 5081. You get your warranty card, of course. You get some extra earbuds right there. And you get the manual. Now these are wireless Bluetooth earbuds, by the way. These are actually pretty nice. I was actually really shocked. And of course you get the charging cable. And I'll show you where that plugs into the earbuds. I'm not going to give you like a full review of the earbuds. And I'm technically not going to give you a full review of the watch because there's so many functions with this watch. And I'll tell you a couple guys on YouTube that have great reviews of the technical aspects and functions of this watch. And I'll mention those later. So anyway, here is the charging cable. There you go. All right, so let's take the thing out and we'll talk again about the earbuds here just a little bit. They're not really the main point of the review. They're just kind of a really nice addition to the watch. All right, let's get the basic specs. Now I'm going to measure this at the widest point of the case. Let's go right there. So you're looking at 50 and a half. Now if you measure it at more narrow portions, you'll get 47. So depending on where you measure the case, that's what the case measurement's going to be. Now I'm also going to measure it here at the highest point for thickness. All right, looking at 17 and a half. That doesn't seem right, is it? I guess it is. Let's try this again. Yeah, 17 and a half high. Let's look at the lug to lug, which is a little bit hard to do. Actually, not really, take that back. Let's go up here. Lug to lug, you're looking at 56 millimeters. And let's look at the strap. And it's gonna taper down at the top of the strap. It is, good grief, 29 millimeters. And of course it tapers down to 22 millimeters. There you go. So there are your rough estimates. Again, Casio has their own official specifications. So always refer to those if you're worried about case size and strap size. Those are just my rough estimates with my digital calipers over here. Okay, let's talk about the more concrete specs on the left-hand side of the screen here. You're looking at 200 meters water resistant, which is 660 feet. It does have the 5081 movement, which offers a 2-year battery life, which is a little disappointing. I wish the battery life was a little bit longer. It has a chronograph, a timer, daylight savings time. It has 5 alarms, a world time, auto calendar to the year 2099, and an LED auto light, which you might have already seen turn on here. Actually, let me show you. There you go. Now this LED auto light, I was going to mention this later in review, but the LED auto light turns off automatically after 6 hours, so it doesn't drain the battery. If you have a range man, the LED auto light would only turn on in darkness because it has a solar panel that's measuring the amount of light that's coming in. But because this is not a solar watch, they just put that in the watch where it automatically turns off after 6 hours. Because no matter whether you turn your wrist 45 degrees in darkness or in light, this particular LED light is always going to come on. So, and I'll show you, it's obviously under the studio light right now, and it's still coming on. If this was the range man, this light would not be coming on until it was a lot darker. So anyway, interesting little piece of information there. Now this is actually from the military colored layered band series, And I think there are 4 or 5 models of this. You have a camo version, an all black version, a white version. There are a couple different models, a couple different colors of this. In fact, let me go ahead and put all of those on the left-hand side of the screen for you. Those are your different options so far as colorways go. I particularly think this is the actual best looking one. I just love this blue and orange layer. You've got the orange underneath the strap here, and you have the orange accents on the dial, which I think is really cool. I think it's really cool. What else here? Tons to go over with this watch. I mean, it's a great looking watch, even though it's made out of resin. Everything is resin. It has a real substantial feel to it. It feels very solidly built. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Just a great looking, well-built watch for a reasonable price. Obviously, you have the blue resin case and the blue top part of the resin strap. You have some light blue G-Shock emblems right here, some logos right there. The buttons are all black and resin. They're not metal. You've got some screws on the side of the case here. You have another screw right there. What I do like about these buttons is they're textured. They're kind of knurled, so they have a really good feel to them. Really like that. Of course, you have a little bit of this is kind of like a little stretch area, so it allows the watch to stretch a little bit, which is really nice. Let's look at the rest of the watch. Look at the case back. You got a nice stainless steel buckle, signed stainless steel buckle. This is the double tang. You have 2 teeth right here. Really, really nice. You have orange underneath. And your simple kind of screw in case back, not screw down. You got 4 screws here. Let's see what we can see on the bottom here, what it says. You're looking at water resist, 20 meters. What does that say? Gosh, I can't even see it. What does it say? Water resist 20 bar, which stands for 200 meters, which is 660 feet. You got Casio. You've got, what does that say? Steel back. Stainless steel back. Japanese movement. I'm betting this is probably made in Thailand. Let me see. Japan movement. Cased in Thailand. There you go. There you go. So you're going to see this on tons and tons of different G-Shocks, not just this model. That's really kind of their standard case back for a lot of different models until you get up into the more expensive stuff. So there you go. Now, like I said, I'm not going to do a full review of all the functions in this thing because it has a ton of functions, okay? Now, if you want a full, complete review of all the operations of this watch, the channel G-Shock High Fashion or Watch Geek, both of those guys have excellent reviews. If you want to learn how the stopwatch works on this thing has got a crazy good chronograph. It also has a speed calculation as well. I thought this hand, the sub-dial up here at 12 o'clock, was just for looks because no matter what I pressed on the watch, it never moved. It never ever moved until you go into the stopwatch function. Let's go ahead and start it. Okay, we're starting it. And then you see the hand move. This has lap time and split time. And again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because this thing can do a lot of different stuff. Anyway, there's the timer. There's your world time. You can set right now, it looks like it's set to Lisbon, I believe. And then you have your alarm. You actually have 5 alarms with this watch. You also have a signal. So basically this watch will chime every hour on the hour. And if you look at the sub-dial right here, you can see that signal is not lit up. Actually, it is lit up because this is a reverse display. So this is actually lit up, and you can see alarm, signal, and I think that says Auto L right there, right by the hand. Anyway, that's the automatic lighting up right there. That is lit up. And then you have the snooze, which is in black. That has to do with your alarm. So you have a regular alarm, you've got signal, and what is it you see as that says? God, it's hard to even see it. It's really hard to see it unless you're under really bright light. Auto AL light or something like that. Anyway, that lets you know that auto light is functioning on. Again, that's going to cut off after 6 hours automatically to save this battery. Let me see if I can actually cut it off now. And what you do is you turn the light on, hold it for what, 3 seconds? And then see it turned off, that little segment turned off. And I'll do it again. Watch the segment at about 8 o'clock, right where the minute hand is. you'll see it turn on. There you go, it just turned on. So now the auto EL light is on. Again, it'll turn off automatically after 6 hours, which is really cool. It'll save your battery. So there you go. What else? I love the overall dial. I love all the different contrasting colors and shapes. I love the hour minute hands being that blaze orange, as well as the indexes having that little dot of orange on there. I'm not a big negative LCD fan. I don't like negative displays. I think they're a little bit, look, if you even tilt the watch a little bit this way, you can't read the display. That's why I'm not a big negative display guy. I just think they're harder to read. I mean, they're great if you're, if you're a member of Black Ops or, SEAL Team 6 and you're going on some sort of mission and you need to have absolute stealth. But in everyday situations, unless you're looking at the watch directly like this, it's hard to read. See, any sort of tilting, actually looks like it's tilting left or right, makes it harder to read. Up and down, not so much. Well, there you go, down a little bit harder to read. We're only talking about maybe 5 or 10 degrees either way there. And it just makes it hard to read. So that's why I'm not a big negative display guy. That's just me personally. What else? Whenever you set the time, the minute and hour hands, let's go ahead and I'll show you that. The minute and hour hands will automatically adjust to whatever the LCD display is showing for time. So let's go back to the time. All right, let's do the adjustment. All right. So it's at NYC, New York City for my home time because I'm on the East Coast. Okay, daylight savings time is on. All right, I'm displaying 12 hours instead of 24 hours. If you were in the military, you would probably set that to 24 hours. 24 hours is really easy. I've explained this in quite a few of my videos. All you do is subtract 2 for any hour after 12 o'clock. So if it's 1400 hours, it's 2 o'clock. If it's 1800 hours, it's 6 o'clock. Anything before 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's just your normal time. If it says 1100, it's 11 o'clock. If it says 0800, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's really simple. Anyway, let's go back here. So let's go to the hour. So there's the hour. So let's adjust the hour. Let's adjust it back to, I don't know, what does it say, PM? Let's say 5 p.m. Now we'll get out of the adjustment phase and watch what happens to the hands. The hands are going to go to 5:49 p.m. and they're synced with the digital display, which I really, really like. Also, if say you're using this watch a lot, you're using the chronograph function a lot, and the hands, the minute hand and hour hand get out of alignment, or this little hand, the sub-dial up here at 12 gets out of alignment, you can adjust these hands to precisely hit the indexes, either up here at the outer chapter ring or the inner ring right here for this other little hand. You can actually adjust those to hit those indexes precisely, which is really nice. A lot of watches these days offer that function where you can line up those hands to precisely hit those indexes, which is really, really cool. Really, like I said, really lightweight. It feels like nothing on the wrist. In fact, let me go try it on for you. And even though it's lightweight, it doesn't feel cheap. It just, it's a very well-built, light watch. There you go. There you go. Good looking watch. Again, I can't tell what time it is now if I'm looking at the display, the digital display. Of course, I can tell what it is while I'm looking at the analog. But besides that, great looking watch, man. Really, really, really nice. I like this double tang and buckle. I like that. I like the double tang system. Looks really good. All right. Now I've already shown you this watch doesn't have any applied lume. The lume is only through the LED, but let's go ahead and kill the studio light here. So again, there you go. It's got an amber LED. You tilt it. There you go. It lights up. Now it doesn't light up the back of the LCD display, which is, I wish it would do that. Some G-Shocks have that where they'll have a dual LED. One LED lights up the face, the other LED lights up the back of the LCD display. Now also, if you just want to do this manually, you just press up here at 2 o'clock and that turns on the light. So there you go. It's pretty good. You can't see what the LCD display says, but you can definitely see what the analog hands say. Let's go ahead and turn the light back on. And let's go ahead and set it back to the normal time here. This watch has got a lot of functions. Again, check out G-Shock High Fashion's channel or Watch Geek's channel for a really in-depth review of all the different functions. They've both done really, really nice reviews on everything this watch can do. I didn't even know it could measure speed. It has a speed calculation measurement, which is really cool. It's one of Casio's best chronographs they've ever made, I think. So what time is it? It's 12:41. What does that say? Does that say p.m.? Let's go to 12:41 p.m. There we go. You can go up and down. So let's go backwards. Backwards is up. 12:41. All right. Hit adjust again. Now you're out of adjustment. And there it goes. And that's gonna have to swing around quite a bit to get up to 12. But I like that it does that. And of course, whenever you're doing this, it's gonna drain your battery. This isn't a solar watch. So you really have to be cognizant of how many times you operate your light, how many times you do stuff like this. You can also swap your home time with the world time. That's gonna make those analog hands move as well, thus draining your battery. So if this thing was solar powered, I would like it a lot more, but unfortunately it's just not solar powered. So anyway, there you go. So what else? That's really about it for the watch. Nice little watch. And I'll tell you all the prices here in just a second. Let's talk about the earbuds. These are actually pretty decent quality earbuds. If I can get them out of the packaging here. All right, let's try this way. Come on, get out of there. Ah, you can see, it looks like it needs to be charged. See the little light right there? Huh, cool. All right, this is gonna take a little bit more work here. Let's pop this out, let's pop this out. There you go. All right, these are the earbuds that come with this. And I thought they'd be really cheesy and cheap, but they're not. These are really quality earbuds. And I guess that's saying that they need to either be paired or the battery's low, one of the two. I'm not gonna go into any sort of review of the earbuds. I just wanna show them to you. These are actually really nice earbuds. If you can see right here, there's where you charge them right there with your cable. And again, this is indicating probably you have to pair them, I'm guessing. These are actually pretty nice. Nice little earbuds. I like these. These help them fit in the in your ear better. Here's the other side. There you go. And they're labeled which side is which. This is left, and of course, this is right. I guess a little bit of review. This cable could be a little bit longer for my personal preference. But it's a nice cable. It's sturdy. I mean, this is not a cheap pair of earbuds. These are actually pretty decent. All right, so there you go with the earbuds. Now let's talk about prices for this thing. Now you can go over to Macy's and you can get this for $110. The whole gift set is $110. Or if you don't want the earbuds, you can go over to Amazon and they're only $69 on Amazon. So basically you're spending about 40 bucks at Macy's for these earbuds, which to me, you could probably get some better quality earbuds on Amazon, some better quality wireless Bluetooth earbuds on Amazon. But, you know, if you want everything to match, then yeah, go over to Macy's and, you know, shell out $110 if you want. For me personally, I would just probably get the watch. I wouldn't get the earbuds and maybe get a better quality or different name brand of earbuds. That's just me. But if you want everything to match, hey, you know, go ahead and get this. But that's really about it. Of course, I'll include a link in the description field to this over at Macy's and all of the other different colors over on Amazon. So you'll have all the different options to choose from if you want to get. This is Casio, currently one of Casio G-Shock's most popular models. It's a great looking, very, very functional watch. And again, one last time, check out G-Shock High Fashion's channel or Watch Geek's channel for a full review of every function this watch has. So anyway, that's been about it, guys. If you like this video, please click on like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming, as I always say, because I always have new stuff coming for you guys. And that's about it for this video. Until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.